Incredible the power that media and stuff has. If something were to go out like this today, you can imagine all the outrage, but it was just the norm back then.
It shows how like marketing campaigns aim towards men and women differently.
Show her it's a man's world. Seriously?
The first ones that come to mind when I see this are 60s, 50s, 60s kind of era.
Don't know why he's wearing a tie in bed. He's like not looking at her. There's like no eye contact. Like I'm gonna be looking up here, you be down here.
Very sexist.
And then like her positioning is a little weird.
On her knees. Taking care of her man, sure, but on her knees, which is even worse.
She's like serving him, and it's a man's world, so like women are just living in it.
And that's awful. And I would never date a guy with that tie. So obviously it's dish detergent.
Also very sexist.
Being directed directly towards housewives, saying that this is who you have to be.
Trying to promote it so that way women can do other things probably in the house besides dishes.
The women are supposed to do all of the dishes in the kitchen.
Look at how many dishes this woman potentially is about to wash. I mean,
Because obviously the man in the house is not going to help.
Men are better than women! Exclamation point.
really? Men are better than women?
Indoors, women are useful, even pleasant.
First word that came to mind was bullshit.
It just shows that they're not really like paying attention to women.
And a woman hanging on by a rope. As if she's just dragging them down and can't possibly compare to their manly mountains.
Really? Because she looks like she's about to plunge to her death. But why is this about swimmers?
What else can you say? It's totally incorrect.
Cigarettes are like women. The best ones are thin and rich.
Well, if women are in the kitchen, how are they going to be rich?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Creates a essentially unobtainable standard.
This one is just basically an attack on women's. Or
This like shows that like women again are like portrayed as just like a man's like arm candy.
it's telling women to be thin and rich. It's telling men to like cigarettes like they like women.
I feel like it's a little more subtle.
Yeah, but they're comparatively more subtle.
Maybe they do use examples not as direct as this.
Yes.
There might still be a few around.
Some of those that you picked out are like 50, 60 years old, but the same mentalities are there.
My gut feeling is no, but I feel like this is going towards a yes. It's probably not this obvious.
Spike your best friend's eggnog when they're not looking.
That promotes drugging other people's drinks and taking them home. Because, like, he's lurking in the corner, and she's having a great time.
That sounds a little rapey, honestly.
Date rape.
When I saw this one, I almost think like that's like some intern was messing around with the text or something.
It's one thing to be sexist, it's another thing to sort of condone rape.
Gives off a strange vibe, like he's gonna spike her drink and take advantage of her.
I think this is like all sorts of wrong.
It's the smart thing to do. Been here later, it's a pretty quick thing to do, and smart is bolded and pretty is bolded. If you're a man, you should want to be smart. If you're a woman, you should want to be pretty.
That's just stupid. Because only men are smart. They can't be pretty. And only women are pretty because, God forbid, they're smart.
Reinforcing these stereotypes of how we think about men and how we think about women in today's culture. And it's sort of amazing that really so little has changed.
Shocking, because this looks very recent, obviously, in Europe. So
Yeah.
At least she doesn't have like stacks of dishes to do.
first of all, those are weird rings.
Those are huge rings too.
You know, in every one of these, the man's hand is somewhere on the body.
I mean, I don't want to buy those rings specifically just because, you know, it has a naked woman in the background.
This like makes me uncomfortable.
It says that women, you know, are nothing but toys for men, I guess.
Because like he's very clearly wearing clothes. Wow. Wow. And she isn't. Oh, the women are all naked, and the men just started touching them.
This objectifies women.
Here, women are just completely objectified. That they're there for the sole purpose of helping to display the men's jewelry in such a sexist fashion.
If you're a man who wears these rings, then you can pretty much have your way with women and do whatever you like to them.
These people think they're gonna get laid with these rings on, but in reality, they're kind of gaudy.
There's just some really dumb people in advertising who can't get beyond this. And it's probably the case that not a single woman was in the room or involved in this project to say, hey, this may not be a really good idea to objectify women this way. It's just all sorts of wrong. Sometimes you just want to be in the advertising room and just hit everybody in the head who like comes up with an ad like that.
It's like weird that they would post that in a magazine today.
And I think in another 25, 30 years, we're going to look back on the ads we see today and say, wow, those are sexist. How did we not think about that?